Good morning, everyone. My name is Joji Chakraborty. I am a senior year student at NIT Durgapur in India, studying computer science. Today, I will be talking about my work on making the Skyhook DM experimentation workflow scalable and reproducible using Popper. Let's start by looking at a generic systems experimentation workflow, which consists of high-level steps like spawning infrastructure and installing benchmarking tools, building, deploying, and experimenting iteratively, collecting results and plotting them. If done manually, more focus goes into installing the correct version of the dependencies and running the correct commands in correct order rather than on the experimentation logic, making the process cumbersome and error prone. Next, let's look at Skyhook DM briefly. Skyhook DM is a cloud storage system that leverages programmable storage capabilities to enhance data management directly within the storage layer of a distributed object storage system such as Ceph. It utilizes and extends Ceph Object Store with customized C++ object classes that enables database operations such as select, project, aggregate to be pushed down directly into the storage layer. For a researcher to work on Skyhook DM deployed on Kubernetes, they would likely end up following a high-level workflow similar to this. Boot up a Kubernetes cluster, baseline the cluster in terms of disk and network performance, deploy a vanilla Ceph version and benchmark the object store, also set up monitoring, deploy Skyhook DM and benchmark it by running queries on large datasets, plot graphs, and prepare notebooks from the results. The prerequisite for running such a workflow includes using and installing tools like FIO, iPerf, kubectl, SafeDeploy, etc., deploying and configuring Prometheus, setting up a Jupyter environment for plotting results, etc. A lot of dependency management issues might arise, making the experimentation process hard to reproduce. More time goes into debugging than doing actual experiments. Let's look at our solution. Before that, let's look briefly at containers. Containers are an OS-level virtualization technology that allows packaging and isolating applications along with the libraries and dependencies. They make software portable and allow running them in platform-independent manner with a much less resource footprint as compared to virtual machines. Using containers, we can solve some of the dependency management issues. Running commands, scripts, and tools inside Docker images make them portable to different environments and help mitigate the problem of broken dependencies. But one still needs to take care while typing in Docker run commands with a lot of flags. Even putting all the Docker run commands with their flags in a README is neither very clean nor easy to maintain. To augment the platform independence with automation, we use Popper. Popper is a container native workflow execution and task automation engine. It abstracts container engines like Docker, Singularity, Podman, etc., and CI tools like Travis, Circle, Jenkins, etc., and makes the experimentation workflow portable between different environments. Popper enables writing a workflow in a lightweight YAML format and runs each step of the workflow inside containers. Users need to learn a single tool and define a workflow once to run the same workflow on different environments with minimal changes in configuration every time. We use Popper to convert the comprehensive guides and documentation of Ceph and Skyhook DM to a series of Popper workflows. We built workflows to capture all the stages of a Skyhook DM experiment, starting from booting nodes and deploying Skyhook to plotting the experiment results. Given that you have the workflows, you need to run only 6 or 7 Popper run commands to reproduce an entire experiment. The Popper workflows are highly scalable and configurable. The parameters can be tweaked to suit your experimentation needs and allows you to scale your experiments. The workflows are built for running experiments on a Ceph cluster deployed on Kubernetes, and hence reuse tools from the Kubernetes ecosystem like Rook, Kubespray, Kubestone, Prometheus, etc. All the workflows follow a structure similar to the one shown on the right. The bootstrap config step generates specification files for deploying client pods. The start step deploys the pods. The copy config step copies the Ceph config from the local machine to the client pod so that it will connect to the cluster. Then the run benchmark step executes the actual experiment and benchmark scripts and commands. Then the plot result step runs the Jupyter notebooks to generate plots. And finally, the tear down step deletes the resources spawned by the workflow. Every workflow produces outputs like plots for different combinations of parameters used in an experiment. Also, Grafana dashboards that capture different system parameters like CPU usage, memory pressure, etc. while running an experiment, and Jupyter notebooks for performing analysis on the results later. As a case study, we used our workflows to benchmark a Skyhook DM deployment on the River SSL Kubernetes cluster. We observed good results on performance gained from pushing down operations to storage. We also observed bottleneck shifts from disk to network as we scaled out. The workflows make deploying and experimenting with Skyhook on different infrastructure seamless. Thank you so much for attending this talk. Please feel free to ask any questions.